Okay, I am here inside the church taking Pastor Matt's generous offer to let me make coffee here and trying to psych myself up for the remaining 40-some miles of road walk. I was told last night that those 3 dogs that actually attacked multiple people, like Daisy Hikes, and did eventually put somebody in stitches, they were taken care of, but there is another set of 4 dogs up ahead that I'm going to pass today. So that's the bad news. The good news is there's a random Pepsi machine in the middle of nowhere just along the side of the road. So that's going to be nice when I get there. I'm going to slurp down some more coffee, use the bathroom, and then get moving up the road. I got to resupply at a gas station today for another couple of days. My nominal plan at the moment is to aim for St. Mark's. There is a B&B there, and so I'm thinking maybe that's hiker friendly. So I'm thinking maybe I'll aim for that, take a night there. They have hot tub bathtubs, I guess, which sounds rather nice, and maybe do laundry and get all that dirty river water out of my clothes. But we'll see. All depends how the next couple of days go, because I'd have to make 80-some miles and arrive early enough for it to be worthwhile to check in. Kind of amazing just how happy hot coffee and a power plug can make me in the morning. On the move, super caffeinated, and trying not to let the fact I got warned by 2 separate people about loose dogs and pit bulls ahead get to me too much. I've got my spray really handy, and basically my head is on a swivel. The moment I hear barking, my pole's out and I'm reaching for my spray. Masochist at home. Oh, I don't really do fast food. Masochist on the trail. Oh my God, fast food. I want it all. Okay. Ran in, ate at McDonald's, got enough junk food to get me through to the next gas station. A day or 2 on. Grabbed a Subway sandwich so I'd have something to eat for the rest of the day. Ran into VLAP, another hiker who's taking a 0 here. And now I'm onwards down the road. The busy road. So there is a church up ahead in about, I think it'd be a 23-mile day, which would be a safe place to camp at least. It is right after the place where people keep getting attacked by that pack of dogs. You can see I got my spray right on my chest here in anticipation. I got bit by a dog as a kid, so I tend to have a rather negative reaction to them. Alligators, crocodiles, snakes, bears, I've had, mountain lion encounters, got stalked down a ridge for a quarter of a mile after dark out in the desert one time by a mountain lion. But dogs, not my favorite, especially big mean ones. Stop looking at me like that. It was 2 hamburgers in like a week. So I'm just taking a break out front of Hopewell Baptist Church. These churches really are the saving grace of this road section. You know, they're a place where you can get water and, if need be, camp. All you have to do is contact the pastors, and they generally seem really friendly to it. So I'm really happy they're here. This is kind of pleasant when I'm away from the houses and I don't have any dogs barking at me. Classy. I just stopped at another church to chug a little water. Running a little late, it might take me past dark to get to this church where I'm hoping to camp tonight. Oh well, at least my feet aren't wet, right? And I haven't had any bad dog encounters. I've been rushed at a couple of times, but nothing's got super close. I seem to be spending an awful lot of time with my spray out. Just had 3 dogs chase after me at a house back there. The owner did come and chase him down, but dog got away, chased after me even further. Had to threaten it with my spray, didn't actually have to spray him. As I mentioned, I don't like dogs. Okay, I have been running with dog spray ready for the last 20 minutes or so. I think I got past the pack of dogs that has been attacking people. The owner was out there, so they only came partway after me. But it really sucks that nothing's done about this out here. Because there's how many people hiking by on the Florida Trail? And, you know, it's not the dog's fault, it's the idiot owners. But as happened with the pit bulls, it happened multiple times. And nothing was done until somebody got bit, at which point they killed the dogs. Okay, another day down. Home sweet home for the night. Talked to the deacon earlier. I think I'll have water. I don't know if I'll have. Oh, great. Don't know if I'll have access to a bathroom or not. Sitting here enjoying my Pop-Tart and coffee and listening to a little bit of rain hitting. It was kind of a loud night. There are dogs that bark all around this property. I'm still appreciative of a safe place to camp, so, but I am kind of missing Pastor Matt's setup, especially that coffee pot. Have I mentioned how much I love that coffee pot? But that's okay. I've got my Pop-Tart, I've got my instant coffee, and I've got many more miles of road ahead. I think I may actually be able to polish off the rest of the road today. The plan is still to skip Aucilla based on all information I have, so unless something else comes up pretty quick, I'll just extend and do another 7-8 miles on road. So yeah, this was home for last night. It worked. A little loud. Had a nice chat with the pastor and deacon at SIRMANS, and now I'm back on the road. Dog sprays back in place. Funny thing is when you talk to people about the dog attack issues here, there are more issues than have been reported apparently. There's been other people who have gotten attacked. And no sooner do I start talking about that, but I had to stop and grab my spray. Fortunately, those dogs were tied up because they didn't look too friendly. Anyway, I heard from Murph up ahead, and he said that once I'm on the Aucilla reroute, there's no more dogs, so I'm hoping I'm through the worst of it. It's kind of exhausting to have your head on a swivel the entire time. Because basically, I'll be walking for an hour or two, and then out of nowhere, something's tearing at you, barking, and sometimes they stop, sometimes they don't. Freaking dogs. So the gut hook waypoints are filled with little notes like, when walking down this road, make absolutely sure that you're wearing bright orange because there are hunters on either side. That's always comforting. What's this? I've finally reached one of the major milestones of the trail. The middle of nowhere Pepsi machine. Okay, gonna top off on water, get a bite to eat. About halfway through with my miles for today. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna stop though. Just gonna plan it by ear. I think I may be out of churches to stay at. And now all of a sudden it's buggy. Always something. This is a really nice church. It's quiet. Unfortunately, there's nobody around. So if you were camping here, you'd have to do it and just hope nobody came by and found you, which isn't my favorite. But really peaceful spot. Kind of buggy at the moment, but So it's only about 6.5 miles, I think, to where this road walk normally ends. And I did get some good news. Apparently, Aucilla is still flooded. However, the south section you can get through with just ankle-deep water. I mean, come on, ankle-deep water on the Florida Trail? That's basically dry, right? So that means instead of skipping down to 147, I can skip down to 142 and then jump on for the southern section. So that'll be nice. This is my fault, isn't it? I said the words dry in the Florida Trail, so now obviously it's going to rain on me. Okay, so this is 7:33 and where I would be entering Aucilla if it wasn't for the reported flooding. Everybody seems to say it's deep enough you basically got to go swimming, so good news is I just have to do another 5 miles or so on the road and I can get back on 747 and just deal with ankle deep. I'm really looking forward to getting back on trail and finding a camp. I'm gonna have to find some water before that though. Oh, there we go, almost back. Okay, this is kind of cool. So this is the sinks and the water goes underground and then comes back up. Unfortunately, it might be a little hard to get the water I need to drink tonight. And life is good. Back on the orange blazes, back on trail, at least for a little while. I do have some more road walking ahead, of course, but I don't think anything as long as what I've just done. And hopefully a little less, filled with aggressive dogs. And of course, because I was happy to be back on trail, trail's got to give me something to be not so happy about, which is that ankle deep water that people are telling me about. Still, this is really cool. You can see the water flowing out from under the rocks over there. Okay, not my favorite camp spot, a little close to the trail, but best I could manage here. I just kicked around in the bushes for about 15 minutes trying to find something more remote. Good enough. Cool thing is this area has seemed like it's really pretty on just the small section since I've started through the sinks. So I actually don't want to push on further and, not get to enjoy it. So tomorrow I'll get to go through the sinks, hopefully get to JR's store, get some food, do a little bit of a resupply, and then hopefully I will hit St. Mark's on Sunday and be able to stay at that B&B. Mosquito time.